at the video I made at the beginning of this year, I talked about one of the things I want to do on my channel is occasionally feature something called the Prepper Potpourri Ponderings. And this does not necessarily have anything to do with prepping. It's just sometimes the things that I think. I'm just going to share them with you. So this is the first in the Prepper Potpourri Ponderings. And I'm just thinking about YouTube success and how it changes some channels. You know, you find this channel and it's pretty raw, right? The audio quality isn't good. The video quality could be better. A little bit shaky in parts. But the content is really good. And the creator, very sincere and has a lot of wisdom to share. So you start watching that channel, pretty soon you share it with others, and that channel starts to grow. And they might meet that magical number of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of viewing time. And now they're able to monetize. And you start to notice little changes. You know, there's a professionally introduced intro at the beginning. Now personally, you know, some of those are really neat to watch, but I've seen them each time. So, you know, I sometimes skip ahead and go to the actual content of the video. But anyway, they've put in that intro. And you notice that their videos are always at least 10 minutes in length because that's what YouTube likes. It's part of the YouTube algorithm. And what they're looking for is longer viewing time. And you start noticing other little changes. You know, they made some money on the channel, so now they can have better equipment to produce those videos, so they're investing in the channel. Well, they keep on growing and they become a YouTube success. Maybe they're getting 100,000 views per video and they have all these countless subscribers. And they decide, boy, I can make a better living at YouTube than I can in my day job. So I'm going to quit my day job and become a full-time YouTube creator. And that's when I see things really shift, because the person was making videos before because it was fun or they had wisdom to share with others. Now they're making it to feed their family, right? That is their sole income. And so before they do a video, they're worrying about, will it get enough views? Not is it something they're interested in and want to share. And you start seeing those annoying clickbait, right? Thumbnails where they're trying to capture you so you watch each video. And everything seems to be more engineered as opposed to spontaneous. The person who used to, the creator who used to answer every comment now maybe is putting up that little heart symbol, or maybe not at all because they say they have way too many comments. So there no longer is so much of a discourse between the subscribers and the creator. And they now are a YouTube, maybe niche celebrity, and they actually have fans. And they go to those events, you know, there's prepping events, homesteading events, whatever, where they appear on a panel or have a booth. The whole thing has changed. And I see this very often when you really notice a change is like a homesteading channel. Because you start to wonder if they're going to all these different events, who's taking care of the animals back home? Is homesteading still their number one priority? I don't know, because I think they're making their living from YouTube, and homesteading is a way to make that living, not because that is their first priority. And again, kind of unfair of me putting this judgment on, but it's just kind of what I see. So gradually I become not as interested in the channel. You notice that they have a lot of product endorsements, and they're even getting paid for product reviews. And I enjoy product reviews as much as the next person. But gradually you wonder, gee, are they really impartial or not? Anyway, the whole channel changes for something that was raw and rather exciting into something that is commercially produced. Now, some channels start out pretty commercially produced, and I enjoy the channels. I'm thinking of Scooch. I enjoy his prepping channels. I like his gear reviews, and you know, he's very honest that often he has given the product for free or paid for an endorsement. So I'm not judging all channels. I'm just saying that this is kind of a life cycle I see from some of the smaller channels who bloom into much, much larger channels. And gradually, they just don't meet my needs as much as the subscriber. And I might not subscribe, or I might just not watch the videos as much. Now, I'm an American, so I have nothing against capitalism, right? I really understand this is how they're making an earning, and I know, producing videos myself, it's a lot of hard work making a video. I mean, you have no idea the amount of editing time that is involved. Not so much like a video like this, where you're kind of just spewing, right? But when you're cutting to a lot of different scenes and showing different things, it can take hours and hours of editing. And you can have all your research time for a video, so I understand. And for some of those commercial channels, they have a lot of very expensive camera equipment and audio equipment, and maybe even their own little sound booth at their house or wherever. So there are expenses, and they should be reimbursed through them, through their YouTube endeavors. So I have no problems with making money on YouTube. I'm just observing it sometimes, the cycle that I see. I don't know. I'd just like to hear from you. Is this something you've noticed with some channels that you really enjoyed? I know some of the channels that I really enjoyed that did not go through this cycle, however, now are no longer here. You know, they kept great content, maybe in food preservation or something, and then all of a sudden, poof, they're no longer there. They've said their piece, they've shared what was dear to their heart, and they're done. And I miss them. So I'm just saying, this is a life cycle I see for a lot of YouTube, especially for those that get very successful, which, believe me, is very rare because you have to have a heck of a lot of views to actually make it in YouTube. But please comment below. Let me know if this is something you notice and what's your observations. This is Prepper Potpourri saying, oh no, my video is less than 10 minutes. Now the YouTube algorithm won't like me. As always, please subscribe, share the knowledge, and thumbs up.